All my years of being a person, my few years of being in the coaching industry, and also being able to coach a good number of women, if there are two things that can kill a relationship, whether it's a relationship between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, that could lead to divorce, or that could lead to separation, or that whether it's between a man and a man, a woman and a woman, a business relationship, a business connection, a church connection, whatever it is, so long it involves two human entanglements, human beings, in the place of work, in the whatever sphere of life you find yourself. If there are two things that can destroy a relationship and bring you from 100 to a 0, I know there's a place for the demonic powers. That's for sure. There's a place for sin. That's for sure. But if there are two factors that can destroy a relationship, is number one, your inability to communicate articulately. Number two, your inability to master self-control. If you do not have the ability, or you do not learn the skills to master yourself for yourself, you by yourself, with yourself, will destroy potentially profitable relationships. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing tested and proven methods on how you, as a sister, as a woman, as a high-value feminine woman, as a godly woman, can master self-control. If you're able to master yourself, sis, you can master every other thing around you. Hey sis, welcome back to Level Up with Zoe. In today's video, let's talk about mastering self-control. Mastering self-control is a powerful skill that leads to discipline, better decisions, and long-term success. Your inability to learn how to master self-control will ruin your relationship, it will ruin your business, and it will make sure you do not fulfill your purpose and destiny, and whatever ambition you have in life, I promise you will not see the light of the day. You may be able to start them, but you won't be able to finish them because you lack self-control. So let's discuss these practical and proven methods rooted in psychology, in faith, and real-world application on how to build and master self-control. Number one, know your why. Define your values and goals. When your vision is clear, your decisions become easier. The Bible records something in the book of Proverbs 29 verse 18. It said, where there is no vision, the people perish. So start with finding clarity. Why? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you want to do what you want to do? If you're able to define this, if you're able to be clear and to define this, along the line, when the difficulties start to, the inevitables, difficulties and challenges start to spring their head up, when you even lose motivation, you lack motivation, the eagerness to continue, it is your why that would still keep you moving. So your task is to write down your top 3 values and the things that self-control can help you protect. Number 2, delayed gratification. There is always this spur of energy when maybe we want to do good to somebody, or we just hit a milestone. We really have this urge, this desire, this push to share to the public, to share it with people, to share this testimony. Sometimes even when the testimony is not fully done. I've heard testimonies in church where people be like, I'm here to give this half testimony and I'll come back when it is complete. What if the testimony did not get complete? It will make your faith, it will discourage you first, and then probably weaken the faith of those who have heard, whose hopes have risen because of the testimony you had given earlier. So train yourself to wait, like pause, wait, which is why I prefer to have my finances in cash. I prefer having cash than having money online. This way, when I see the things, when I have my money cash and I don't have it online, when I see the things I love, because you could see when you scroll through the different apps, different shopping apps, you will see a lot of things you love, a lot of things you want to get, and you can spend at impulse. So when I have my money cash, what I do is when I see these things I love, I first of all put them in a cart. I put them in a cart and I wait till whenever, probably I won't be able to go out the same day to go and deposit some money at the bank so that I can make the purchase, or before evening, before the next day, I might end up finding that I don't have a need for that thing anymore. I really just wanted it. I didn't need it. And for that reason, I will end up not buying it, or even end up deleting it from my cart. So you should be able to train yourself to wait. Whether it's food, whether it's responding to anybody, spending or reacting, pause before you respond. For me, I use like an entire day or hours, but you can use the 10 minutes rule. Delay the impulse for 10 minutes. because most urges just fade away. Another way is to try intermittent fasting, as it will help you to build mental and physical control. The Bible records something in the book of Proverbs 25 verse 28. It says, "A person without self-control is like a city with broken down walls," and I believe that should not be you. The third practical and proven step on how to build master self-control is to set boundaries and eliminate temptations. This has a lot to do with intentionality, decision, determination. You have to decide to be intentional, to set healthy boundaries, and eliminate the temptations, the things that trigger you, the people, the places, the activity that triggers you to lose self-control. Eliminate them. Let's say in a case of a relationship, now you're in a relationship with this person and you really want to keep it chaste before marriage, no sex before marriage. But this person, a man or a woman, but since my audience are women, I'm talking to women, and this man really wants to, eat the cookie, and you know that this is what you want for yourself. You want to wait till marriage. No matter what he tries to do, if you still find yourself and keep yourself in close proximity to him, without setting a boundary, without eliminating triggers, if going to his apartment or his house, visiting him alone triggers you or sets the tone for whatever will lead to you getting on his bed, eliminate it. If hanging out or having certain kind of calls will always trigger such, eliminate it. For boundaries, you have to be outspoken with what you really want for your life. And if this person is not wanting the same thing, that should be a clear indication and a clear sign from God that this is not even meant to work to even start with. So do not rely on willpower alone. You can't do this by your willpower. We humans always struggle with willpower. You cannot do this by your willpower. So remove or reduce triggers. It can be junk food, it can be social media, it can be whatever it is that always trigger you to lose control. Remove or reduce them. Then build a self-control environment to support your goals. Self-control environment, declutter your environment, the things that always remind you of certain things. Take them intentionally, stand up from your bed, clean your room, declutter your environment, and make it safe to support and enhance self-control. Then if you're having self-control issues with your phone, you can be like me, who would always have our phone on DND, except for certain apps and certain notifications from certain apps or phone calls. But for my Instagram, Facebook, social media handles that sometimes get me distracted, I am at liberty and have learned how to easily delete them from my phone and then install them whenever I need to. That's after I must have achieved a particular goal that I had set for myself. The fourth is to train your mind daily. The Bible records something in the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 2 when it talks about we renewing our mind daily, renewing our mind, meditating on God's word, renewing our mind daily. So meditate on the scripture and affirmations to really renew your mind on a daily. Number 5 is to build consistent habits. Your focus should not be on trying to reach this goal. Your focus should actually be on trying to meet those tiny baby steps every single day. When you're able to make 1% step every day, by the end of the year, you'll be able to make a 365% step. But when you make a huge step today, tomorrow you don't make any step. Maybe a week you made huge steps daily for 1 week, and then you give up because you made really, really, really huge steps. And then the next thing is no one hears from you until in 3 months. Can you see? You are really just you're not building that stamina for you're being able to master self-control. So your focus should be on 1 to 2 daily habits like waking up earlier, exercising, journaling. You don't have to do everything like wake up earlier, exercise, journal, prep your meals, do so many things, have a lot of to-do list. No, you can choose to focus on 2 for maybe a week, for a month, for even as long as 3 months until you master that particular area. Then you can move on to the next. You shouldn't be in a rush for anything. The 6th one will be to have an accountability system. Like I mentioned earlier, willpower is weak when we are tired. When we are tired, we can't move anything. But when we have built a habit, we can be disciplined to do it. So when you have accountability system, it can be people, it can be a system that keeps you on your toes, that you don't want to disappoint. Their words, their inspiration, them knowing that you are on this path will help boost you and keep you going. This is why sometimes you find it difficult to do a personal fasting, a personal prayer. But when you are in the church or in the gathering of believers, you find that you end up praying well. because there are so many energies around you, people you see whose prayer inspire you or who are there to also inspire you. Try to join the community of like-minded women. Make sure you eliminate, like you vet, you audit your contacts, audit your social media handles, the things that trigger you, the things that always causes you to push back, causes you to lose focus. Make sure you eliminate them. 7 is to reward your milestone. I did not say share your testimonies. I said reward your milestone. You can share those tiny baby step testimonies with your community, with your accountability partners, but also try to reward yourself when you hit a milestone. For me, one of the things I do is I get myself a new thing. I can either get myself a new gadget, new clothes, new shoes, get a new book, go see a movie, take myself out, like go for a spa, a pedicure, manicure. There are a lot of things I do for myself when I hit a milestone, which is one of the reasons why I had to put some of the things I want in the shopping cart. So when I hit a milestone, I can be like, yes, I would go and get this for myself because I deserve it. So while you are rewarding yourself for milestones, celebrate yourself for the discipline that took you there, not just the result, the discipline, that process. Number 8 is to stay spiritually rooted. The Bible records something in the book of Galatians 5:22 to 23. It was talking about self-control being a fruit of the Spirit. So self-control grows when you are rooted and connected to God. If you do every other thing without having a connection to a higher power, which is God, which is Jesus Christ, it wouldn't be fulfilling. It will only be a matter of time till you get control of yourself and then get ruled by something else. So fast regularly, pray often, and guard your heart. The second to the last one is to learn from your past mistakes. Don't shame yourself. We all make mistakes. Trust me, there's a beauty to failure. When you fail, you learn the strategy better, and when you finally succeed at that thing, even if it gets destroyed, you can still build it again because you know the nooks and crannies, you know the start to finish of that thing because you have failed time and time again in it. Everyone sleeps, so don't quit. All you have to do is to analyze what triggered it and then reset. And finally is to visualize the outcome. Picture the kind of woman you think or you really envision to be when you're going through this mastering self-control. What is the end goal? You have to have the end goal even before you start. And it takes us back to the first step, which is why, having clarity on knowing your why. So the number 10 is for you to have envision the end goal. Ask yourself a question: what would the disciplined version of me do now? Then you stand up and do it. So sis, I hope this helps you, and I pray that the Lord will hold you with his right hand of righteousness and guide you through this journey. Please don't hoard this video. Share it with a sister. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And watch all the videos I have posted on this channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.